Well, I was born in a town called Park in South Africa. That's where originally I'm from. I moved to the UK in 2001. Life was a bit tough, so I thought, there's no way in hell I could ever make my music career happen there. Even though we ended up playing in so many different biker bands and industrial bands back in those days. I soon moved over to the UK, and that's where I met Cherie. Lost in the Atmosphere. We got that actual album title from the lyrics from a Young God's album, Heaven, Only Heaven, and I've always been a Young God's fan from an early age. It's got a bit of an industrial feel to it. I mean, right through the album. It also has a lot of hidden samples, especially in songs like Ethereal.
Ethereal describes the vulnerability of life and how fast life really goes up before our eyes. There's a few hidden samples of planes crashing into ships, and there's all sorts of goodies on the track if you listen to it very carefully.
Hi, I'm Paul. I am going to be giving you a little tour of our studios today. As you can see, it's a very, very small room. It's not really big. Then again, it's not exactly what you have, it's what you do with it that matters. The heart of the studio is this Tascam 2488 that we use. It's a 24-track recorder. Synthesizer wise, we got the Novation X Station here, which we've had for quite a few years. It's a brilliant synth, however it does play up once in a while. Nice analog over here, which is a Volca bass, used in the Lonely Palm tracks that we did. Our beloved SH09 that we've used almost on most songs really on Moonstruck. And there we go. That's our Korg Electribe. I just love the modulation on it, and because it's got like tube valves over here, it's just like such a real aggressive little beast, and you can really create some really soaring, loud, ear-piercing leads out of that. This is just a recent small drum machine which I recently purchased. I've been just getting my head around it. I've been syncing with these two machines now, literally making patterns on each one of them. It comes in very handy. I love the drum sounds, very realistic drum samples in it. Is for good value for money for what it is. And that's another one of our recent machines that we just purchased last year, the TB3. I was busy thinking about getting a TB303 first, but then I thought, well, why not get something that does more than just 303 sounds? So I got this. It's quite an interesting little synthesizer, great for psychedelic music. Yeah, we've got a little sampler as well. That's the MPX16, one of the samplers. We got quite a cheap phonic mixer over here which we use just to literally jam with. Over here on the right we have the MC909. It's got an interesting sampler. Our bass station is very well used as well. Love the bass sounds on this. This is one of the very first synthesizers I bought, which is the MS-2000. A better look at it this way. Yeah, we've had this baby for, I don't know, since 2003, I think. Yeah, it's been in the studio for ages. We just love it. And this is our beloved Blofeld wavetable synthesizer, which we use for creating strings and stuff. We also love using tablets. There's a lot of really great, cool applications that we're using at the moment. There's our guitar, my Ibanez electric. I've had it for so many years. It's just become such an amazing guitar.
The Valley of Dreams album seemed like an easy thing to do, because obviously the ideas come running out quite easily.
Yeah, we basically sat one day in a pub on a Sunday afternoon. I took out a piece of paper, and then Cherie just started writing all the track names, all the track titles, and we thought Valley of Dreams sounds like an interesting concept album, good album, nice ambient sort of sound to it. So, and that later I just wrote the music, and then Cherie just compromised with the backing vocals and the editing side of things.
Collecting all the footage was the most fun. I think we had a splendid time doing that. But it was just so enjoyable. It's been a real roller coaster ride, I can tell you that right now. The Valley of Dreams album, it was so much fun to do. We had a real lot of fun doing that. Tree, for instance, one of the songs we did is all about keeping the trees, looking after the trees. There's always something about our songs. We care about what's going on in the world, looking after the planet, and makes you appreciate what you got.